Okay, let's go. Welcome back to the number one podcast in the world, The Brothers Chatter. At least we hope one day it will be the number one podcast in the world.
I was gonna say, which chart is that on?
I can't say that when we took a hiatus for a year.
I know. We've sorely missed our handful of fans. Really have.
It has been a year, hasn't it?
We missed you, Ashley, and their mom.
It was all Tim's fault, just to let you know.
I accept. Welcome back to the Ray podcast, where McDermott's going to teach us how to do the belly dance. Danny's going to discuss why he thinks Brokeback Mountain is a highly underrated classic.
It is.
And I'm going to talk to you about my weird obsession with Chinese finger traps.
Yo, speaking of that, I saw this TikTok video. This dude, he didn't have like hands. He just had like his arm grew out to his elbow, and it was like a little nub. He ordered Chinese finger traps. And I watched this man open.
I saw that.
It was on package with his little nubs. He got his nubs stuck in the fucking finger trap.
I saw that. Yeah, he was opening everything.
Yo, like watching him open the package with his nubs was the funniest part, not him getting stuck. Anyway, that was like, oh yeah.
Bro, it's like what happens? So what happens? Like if they're not military, they're just like normal people. They come up and like you go to shake like their hand, like they put out a nub out. Are you shaking the nub, or are you like?
Okay, I'm shaking the nub. If they put it out, I'm shaking.
Well,
it.
If there's no indication that they're in the military, I'm not touching that fucking.
I feel like you'd have to ask though, because if it's just a nub, they could be trying to just get a fist bump. Like, how do you know?
Oh yeah, but all right, but still, it's that weird interaction that even people with hands have. Like sometimes you'd be like, "Hey man, what's up?" And you think that that's your cool dude, and then he just puts up a fist, like fist bump. Like, all right, I guess we ain't cool like that. But like sometimes, like you never like went to high five and grabbed the fucking fist bump.
I do it all the time with people who I don't know that well. Right. It's like
it's awkward as shit. So like if people with hands can do it, people with nubs can do it too. Like
honestly,
I'm not touching the nub.
I'm going for the nub. Fuck that.
Honestly,
I know what that nub feels like.
That's why I've become more of a hugger, because when I go like this, it means one thing to you. Bring it in, bro.
What if they have a raging heart on you? You can just feel it.
Like it's all good, man. It's all good.
So you would rather sword fight with a dude than touch his nub?
Yes.
I'm just talking about the awkwardness of what you were bringing up: the fist pump versus the handshake versus the high five.
I get it.
I'm a hugger. I'm gonna go. I'd rather just give you a hug.
My thing is, if he's putting the nub out there, that means he wants some type of interaction. So I'm going for the nub, grabbing it to shake it.
I'm sorry, I'd probably go elbow because that almost kind of looks like a nub. He'd pull it up and I'd go like this.
That would be disrespectful because that looks like you're making fun of him.
What do you think I'm gonna look like when they gotta put their nub out and like smack it away?
Why would you smack it away?
Don't touch me.
Bro,
they're not a bad dog. So smack it away?
I had a bad experience as a kid. This guy would pop his leg walking off that was like my grandma's neighbor. That shit would fucking scare me.
Bro, we had to deal with a teacher at Allegheny that had like one of the kids at our camp, the strong arm.
He had the little
that don't freak me out because he at least had a
nub.
Hand.
And then we had another one that his hand, like, it had 3 fingers on it? It looked like a lobster claw. I'm just saying. People have deformities, McDermott. That doesn't mean you have to fucking make fun of them.
I'm not making fun of them. I'm just saying.
It sounds like you're making fun of them. It sounds like you're making fun of them.
No, I'm not. Tim would rather hug them.
Good job trying to get us canceled already.
I'm not. I said if they weren't in the military. Because in the military...
Because that makes it so much better.
What does the military... Honestly, they probably wouldn't even be in the military.
You got blown up for me,
I get that. I agree. So you're going to disrespect somebody that wasn't in the military that you don't know, and they just want to shake your fucking hand.
Also, they got the deformity while they were in the military from some sort of accident.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what he's saying. Which I respect that, but
I'm gonna salute them anyway. I'm not even gonna.
No, Tim. That would be so disrespectful.
Is
I
it?
saw you come in with your fucking fanny pack and your little fucking get up outfit, dude. You look like John Daly when you fucking dress. And you go to salute them, they're gonna think, wow, I lost my fucking entire right side of my body for this fucking guy.
You know what? I
Be
own
pissed.
the fanny pack.
Yeah, we know you probably have
Where-
multiple of them.
No, I actually only have one. Even though I was
For
looking
now.
up, I found a New York Giants. I did really.
Oh my god, I'm surprised you haven't gotten the Transformers one. To be honest,
There's a Transformers one.
I'm sure there is. I mean,
That's
if there's a
dope.
product, they're gonna put their logo on everything.
That's
Wear
dope.
a gym bag like a fucking normal man.
Maybe we should do that. A merch line, a fanny brothers chatter fanny pack.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! I'm down.
No, I'm out. I don't support that.
We don't
Oh
need.
my God,
It's
I could
this
probably
is
have actually.
this is 2-1.
logo
It doesn't matter. We already majority
no,
wins.
no. I never said I was for it. I just said like it's possible to do.
Anything's possible.
Be on that shit. I'm not.
It'd be me smiling, going,
And I can't even wear one anyway, dude. Do you think there's gonna be one that fits around my belly?
Hey, I feel you.
that would be pretty big.
That would just
Hey.
look awkward.
Yeah.
Plus, people be like, "Oh, that fatty has an oxygen tank in there, little fat." fuck. Can do that.
I keep all kinds of shit in mind.
Fucking-
But I thought we could start by doing like a little check-in, since it has been a year, right, since we've been on here. What's really changed? I mean, I know really the one thing, Beefy, your name's changed. You're no longer Bearded Beefy. Tell us about
I'm at a 10.
Bearded 10.
You're what?
I'm a 10 today. Good day.
No, he's asking what your name is now, so it's not beefy anymore.
Oh, guzzle, because like guzzling dicks.
That's 100% correct. Not even.
So our fans are gonna think you're homosexual.
No, just we were looking for a one-word answer, and I feel like Marine was like off the fucking liquor, and he let
That's
me
how
think that it
all-
was a good idea to go with guzzle, and then I was
Listen.
hyped to go with guzzle because I was like, yo, like this is a one, like this is easy to remember.
It is easy.
And then
That's
now
how
that
I come
think
up with
about
all
it,
the names.
Yikes.
Yeah, no. Listen, any
It
name that I
worked,
come
though.
up with while I'm drinking, you should know. Don't go with that because that's how the Sandman was created.
The Sandman. You need to bring back the Sandman
Just-
like a one-time thing.
No, that's a terrible idea.
We will.
Listen,
We will be
everything-
your. I'll be your one of your mods.
No, and when I'm drinking, all the stuff that I come up with sounds like an amazing idea, and I have all these ideas for it. But then when I'm sober and I'm like, oh, I fucked up. What the fuck was I thinking? Like,
The liquor, bud.
fucking sunglasses and a fucking bandana, like I'm a fucking rocker guy playing Metallica and trying to play video games. Not
It was a
successfully.
phase, right? Own it. It was a phase you went through.
Phases
Look,
last
Randers,
longer
I'm
than
in
that.
the air, Randers. That's what liquor does. Dude.
So I mean, the Guzzle name
Or
definitely
ice
does
cream.
sound like you're representing it, like you're a member of the LGBT
No.
plus community.
No, because like it can go either way. Like people can take it as I'm guzzling dicks, or I'm guzzling kills up, or I'm guzzling fucking glizzies, or
Yeah, what's that one drink you used to drink all the time? Gamer subs or
No, what? Stop.
Gamer subs is what I drink.
No,
I don't know. I can't keep track of that shit. That's just got too much caffeine for me.
That they never got back to me on.
I know that was fucked up. Fuck those guys.
Aw.
We don't even want their money.
That's why I went Britney
No,
Spears.
no,
dude, I
shut the
shaved
fuck
my
up.
head.
Yes, we do. Anybody who wants
No,
to
we
give
don't.
us
We're not
money.
sellouts. Oh,
No.
yo. Now he's a fucking hypocrite. Now he's a fucking hypocrite. What was I saying about that fucking Anthony Oliver or Oliver Anthony fucking dude? When I was like, yeah, he better take that $8 million, and he's like, why would you do that? Why would you fucking conform? And now he's like, anybody that wants to give us money.
Because he's doing okay for himself without that contract. We are part of the rest of the 99% of Americans who have no money, living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe we get groceries and shit. So, like, we're not getting an $8 million fucking contract, McDermott.
Well, he didn't either. He turned it down.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's doing fine on his own, though.
Well,
But-
maybe if Ken never fucking quit, we would be fucking.
We're not doing fine because we're not
podcast
making
right
any.
now.
We're not making any money right now.
Soon.
Let's fix it. Fuck.
We got this. What about you, Dan? What's going on with you in the last year?
Nothing. Exactly the same, just 20 pounds heavier. The fuck? That's a tough world out there, man.
Go above 20. I'm gonna take the over on it.
Nah, we rocking. No,
So I
it's
got
been
the first
it's
one.
been a long year. A lot of stuff going on, personal stuff. Uh, but I don't want to get into that because I don't want to bring the mood down of the thing. But hey, it's September. The holidays are around the corner. The happiest time of the year for most, I think. Yeah, we riding. Oh, I mean, if
What are you
I'm more
counting?
like excited about anything at all in this moment, it's a good year for the Baltimore Orioles, baby.
Yeah, tell me that didn't come out of nowhere. Fucking Baltimore Orioles.
Listen, we were expected to be good this year. We're just a year early on how good we were supposed to be. It was supposed to be next year that we're they're insane. It's like this year, oh my god, we're fucking insane. Like 85 series in a row now that we have not been swept, and that dates back to last year.
That is pretty impressive. But if I'm being honest, and this isn't me hating on the Orioles, and maybe I don't follow baseball as much, I don't think anybody outside of Orioles fans thought you guys were going to do this well.
No, not this well. I thought we were going to do good. I didn't think we were going to win the division, which we're about to. I did think we had a shot at the playoffs, but I didn't expect our pitching to hold up this long. I'll be honest with you. I mean, at least 3 of the guys are, since the All-Star break, are 3 of the top pitchers in the American League. So, I mean, playoffs do scare me because we don't have anybody on our team that has playoff experience other than Kyle Gibson, and that's scary. So, when we go
There's a
against
reason
teams
the
like
Phillies didn't re-sign him.
Right, so like Houston, when we go up against them, who have a ton of playoff experience, it might be a little rough. But
Let's ride.
I mean, we've said it since like what, the 3rd month of the season. Just fucking end the season, give the fucking reins to the Braves, because I honestly don't think there's a team that's beating them.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, because they were pretty top tier last year, and then lost in playoffs to who they lose? Oh, Phillies. Right, but you're right. They are a whole other level. They got like 5 guys hitting 30 home. Pitching's pretty good. They're gonna be tough to beat. Hard for me.
They don't even need their pitching to win games. They don't even need their pitching to win games.
Yeah.
I mean,
crazy how you slid that in there. Like you didn't know. Like you wanted to act like you didn't. You're not fucking a humble person, Timothy.
Sometimes I am.
But see, the thing is, though, the Braves took that last year, and like we didn't think they could get that much better, and it's like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Hey,
so for
how have you been?
So I'm glad you asked. So actually, pretty good since we What'd you say?
Nothing.
That's what I thought.
How you been?
That's what I thought. No, I've been pretty well. I went back to work full time since it's actually been a year now, full time, and this is honestly the best I've felt in the last 3 years since the beginning of COVID when they first sent us home. This is the best I've felt.
Were you part-time before?
No,
what you're trying to say?
We weren't in the office full time.
Did you work full-time hours? Did you work? Did you at home? Did you put in 40 hours a week? And you can confidently say that.
Absolutely. See, that was the hardest thing. I think that's what caused my anxiety was the most, is because there's some days you don't always have 8 hours worth of work, but I felt guilty, so I would still sit here and try to find something to do for 8 hours or 4:30ish.
Listen, since I'm no longer employed with the state of Maryland, I can confidently say, out of all the people that are working from home you were the only one that was putting in 40 hours a week from home.
One of the few.
I will say that with confidence. None of them motherfuckers would do that.
I would have been playing fucking video games.
Yeah. I won't lie. I logged into a video game one time and I felt guilty. I didn't even play. It was during my lunch break though, so it didn't actually count. I was off the clock, but I felt guilty. I was like, no, play video game.
You know what turns me on about you is just how big of a hard ass you are. Like,
dude,
you're so thug, man.
Could you imagine him working with Fender during the ARC days? When Fender would lock himself in his office for like hours at a time and play ARC on his laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he did it because we had like literally like nothing going on at the time.
But I get
had-
demoted.
I mean,
All
you
right.
no, I'm not gonna put it out there.
Kids didn't watch porn on my shift. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, they
good job,
did, but
bud.
I didn't know, and it wasn't even my
You
shift. I don't work there
you
anymore.
you
I've been
let them
gone
watch
for-
porn.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
You were in the room.
What kind, was it at least good porn?
I didn't know. When I walked in.
You didn't go back and do a search history?
I think it had something. I think it had something to do with redheads or something. It was definitely like doggy style shit.
I'm just curious what type
Bro,
of taste
these kids are
they had.
smart. These kids are smart. They had Reddit pulled up looking at that shit. Like, where's not even on the porn tube sites. You're looking at Reddit.
It was pretty smart.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some like, down the rabbit hole type shit.
Well, that's how you do it when you don't.
Kudos. Well, yeah. Or incognito window, dumbasses.
Just delete your history.
Or incognito window.
Or
Where you don't
both.
have to delete your history.
When I hear somebody say, "I'm going incognito window," that tells me you're looking up some like.
Right, but you say I'm deleting my history. That means you're also doing something you're not supposed to do.
No, I just don't want God forbid Alexis ever has to turn the PC on like I'm dead or something like. I'm turning stuff on.
It's just a long history of
something.
how much porn did you watch?
Like, midget gets railed by a huge black dick. Midget gets railed by 2 black dicks. Midget gets railed by it's like disabled girl gets slammed by a black dick. Like it's like, you don't want that shit to
But
pop
that
up.
shows how times have never changed. It's just the technology. Because think about it. What did like dad have hiding under his bed? Like, if like your grandpa died or something, you go through his house, you're finding Playboys and shit. You're finding all kinds of like, naked magazines and shit. Now it's just your fucking search history.
Now,
Times have never changed. We are exactly the same, and we will never change.
I do have a question though. So, because McDermott, because you're a good bit younger than me, did you ever have like the cable channels that were like kind of squiggly? You didn't actually get them, but you could see a little bit, and you could sometimes watch like nudie movies, but you kind of got a nipple sometimes.
I think he's too young for that.
I mean, we had like the actual porn on the TV.
Okay,
But
yeah.
did you pay for it, or did you have the little thing in the back of the box that?
Like every Saturday night, ain't no one paying for that shit.
Right, but like in order to get some of that stuff, they had what was it like an adapter, Tim? That like
Splitter.
It filtered out. Yeah, it filtered out like whatever their decryption was, so that you could get it. But like it was rough back then. We had the
like even like HBO and Stars. We had before they gave you Stars, because at one point Stars was free on regular cable. You could still get the channel, but it wasn't clear all the way, so you really couldn't watch it. But occasionally you got like a decent view of it, even though it was still crap, but you could watch like a good movie. It was like, oh shit, I got HBO right now. Sometimes they were nudie movies. We didn't have free porn.
Best thing we could get was Milk Money. The movie Milk Money.
That was a good
the best
movie.
thing we could
Good
get.
movie.
It's a great movie.
Why do you think I recorded so many movies on VHS? Showgirls. Still
Like I was
great.
about to say, like show.
Great
I had
movie.
I had that shit on Blu-ray. Although
Why don't you guys?
that is literally the
out
worst
and
orgasm
fuck
I've ever
girls?
seen in my life.
Wait, why didn't we do what?
Why don't you guys just go outside and fuck girls?
Okay, we're talking like 12. I was 12.
Yeah, we were a little too young for that, bud. I mean,
I'm sorry, I wasn't.
I was
I
like
wasn't fucking at 12.
10 or 11. Yeah, like during. I know times have changed, but like when we were kids, 12-year-olds weren't like fucking on a regular basis.
I don't think many were. We were still little
No.
kids at 12.
I know times have changed, and
Virginia going into 7th, like.
well, see, that shit was unheard of. When we were in school, nobody was fucking in middle
You
school.
got out of middle
Nobody.
school without losing your virginity. You were like, freshman year, if you didn't lose it, you're just a bitch.
No, nobody was fucking in middle school back then.
We weren't all a bunch of little whores like you.
Yeah, times have changed. You're all fucking whores and degenerates to
Well, now
an
they're fucking
extent.
like elementary school.
No, they're
Well,
not.
kind of. Well, like
It
no,
wouldn't surprise me.
There's a story. Last year, a girl was giving a kid head on the playground at recess.
You know who I had mad respect for? The latest kid that I guess it was within the last year, who had a threesome with 2 of his teachers, and I saw the teachers.
How old was he?
Yeah, but hold on.
He was like a junior or senior.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
They were
It's a double standard.
They were sexy.
Yeah, we root on, but like
it's a double standard.
Let that have been a dude.
It's still exactly. It's still pedophilia, but it's looked at differently. We're all over here rooting that teenage boy. Like, yeah, you motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, that's because that's like a lot of teenage boys' fantasies, but
it's a lot of teenage girls' fantasies nowadays is to get with older guys.
No, they don't talk about that though. It's more talked about with men.
These girls are fucking ridiculous. It's still weird though.
Now you have to split the times, right? It's your times versus our times, and even Caleb's times.
So I'm not that far from you, dick fuck.
You're 10 years, and a lot has changed in those 10 years. So like, I think
wow, that just made me feel old.
I think now the roles have reversed. A lot of the dudes that like Caleb, or a lot of the guys he goes to school with, are soft. They're not like going out and actively fucking trying to like fuck every girl they can. They want to like find a girl, date them for a little bit. Now it's the girls that want that fucking notch on the belt. Like they just want dick. And it's gotten so much worse. Like I know when we were in high school, man, almost every day you could see a girl sucking a dude off in the parking lot, right? But now
I would say
probably like
right
now
at
one time.
The dude's on his knees like.
I would say right now in high school, it'd be pretty easy for most. Like you'd have to try to be a virgin.
Well, yeah, most I think. I mean, there's some that are just like don't.
Maybe there's some that are still just not sure of themselves.
I mean, you can sure that there's actually a pussy down there. There's nothing wrong with it.
There's some that you could literally put it right in their lap and they fail miserably.
Listen, I'm not gonna knock it. I didn't have that kind of opportunity, but I had some opportunity. But mine was more of a personal.
Some of those I'm glad you didn't do.
Me too.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Well, especially one in particular, but we don't need to go.
Just the tip,
bro. Pussy is pussy.
Exactly, it is.
Fuck.
Unless it stinks.
Unless you smell like the sewage, and
that's what I'm saying.
Bumps, if you were clean, I don't give a fuck.
It's
300 pounds or fucking 75 pounds. You got a pussy, and you want it. You want some wiener.
Heavy bitches need love too.
Guzzle dick. Go ahead.
But those heavy bitches, they need to do a little bit of extra to make sure it's clean. Because nobody wants fucking dirty pussy. I don't care. People can say pussy's pussy. If it fucking stinks.
It's supposed to have. It's supposed to have somewhat of a smell. There's a odor. You know what the smell is.
You need a twang. A little bit of the.
But you know what kind of twang. You know what kind of smell I'm talking about. Someone who has been sitting in crusty underwear for 3 weeks. And probably hasn't touched that shit with a rag in months.
Yeah, I fucked a girl like that once.
That's a certain smell. You also fucked a girl with a shitty butt, so.
I didn't know it was a shitty butt at the time. It wasn't my fault. And it was my fault it happened. I folded her up a little bit.
So, I have a question for you, and I can't answer this. And Danny, I'm not sure if you could either. I figure, McDermott, you're probably the best person to ask. Have you ever been fucking a girl? And it's you didn't know it stunk until you get there and you're hitting it, and all of a sudden the smell just kind of wafts up, and you're like, oh.
No.
Kind of. Well, I smelled it through the girl's jeans one time when we were driving to go fuck.
Damn, that's bad.
I thought maybe she just was like real wet or something. But then like when we started like fucking around at the park, I was like. But like we were by the duck pond too, so I was like, maybe it's just the duck, like the walls of the ducks are going up. But then it was like fall and like all the ducks are going, so I was like, man, I don't know.
Here's my thing.
Yeah.
Her pussy smelled like ducks.
I think I'm a pretty good judge on like hygiene with a girl. Like this may sound weird, you can call me fucking weird all you want, but like one of the first things that attracts me to a girl is their hair.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why is if it's not taken care of, you're a dirty bitch. I know there's days that like, you just, want to be lazy and whatever. But like if every time I see you, it looks greasy as fuck, not brushed or combed or anything like that, then you're a dirty bitch. So like, that's one of the first things I look for. She's taking care of her hair. probably taking care of her fucking pussy too. But like, there's other key signs. There's definitely other signs that the bitch's pussy could stink. I mean, you're
I
not
do
the
like
only
nice
one
hair.
you're not the only one that's smelling it. You know, yeah, the hair is fantastic, but like, I haven't experienced that. But I also think I've been a good judge of,
I just didn't
you
give a
know,
fuck.
hygiene. Well,
I was like, fuck it, we're here now. Let's go.
You were living your best
Ride.
life.
and
I
then I
was
can tell
Russell
you,
Wilson before he was. I was like, let's ride. Let's
luck
get it.
or God is on your side that you don't have multiple little me's running around and have had multiple STDs.
That he knows of.
Right.
Oh yeah, I
True.
probably got some. I didn't tell some girls my name. So if you're seeing this, I'm not the guy that you fuck. Not him.
You do look a little different.
Not him. Not him. Oh yeah. 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 I was always bald. I have this weird condition. Like I came out bald and just never grew hair on my head.
Called him Uncle Fester.
These are implants.
That made sense from your
Does.
nutsack.
No, I wish my hair grew like that on my nuts.
I don't. That's extra maintenance.
Hey,
See, I got this gray coming.
I don't want to like change the subject completely, but I think I fucked up.
What did you do?
So I was watching. I don't know if you guys watched it yet, but I was watching the Johnny Depp, Amber Heard Netflix series.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
It
I
was-
followed the
Was that
trial.
trial of them.
Hey, somebody give me their stuff so I can watch it. Oh shit, you
wish
can't do that anymore.
No.
Fuck.
Oh
well. I'm not banning.
Was it good?
So
Anyway, go ahead.
after I watched that, Johnny Depp might be a piece of shit too.
Why?
I think
Yeah, what
she
did you
lied
get
a
from it?
lot on like I think she lied a lot. Like he didn't do as much, but like I think he might have slapped her a couple times.
I mean, isn't every celebrity a
I don't
piece of
think
shit?
I don't think he like did the whole like shove the bottle in her pussy type shit. I think she made
Mhm.
that up. But like I think he might have beat her a couple times.
You think?
I don't like. There's just no way just he's that crazy and it's never come out. Like when you're watching the side by side stuff and like the courtrooms and stuff, and like one, they chose like he pushed for it to go to this place. Like he wanted it to go to the courthouse. He wanted the cameras in the courthouse. So like at the end of the day, like even if you did none of that stuff, like you're now being like a vindictive person too. Like why you didn't have to have the cameras in there. Like I don't know. I just feel like you just kind of like stooped down to her level just because she fought you over and like.
So, what do you think? Like his motive
think-
for hitting her or abusing her, whatever it is.
He was fucking on drugs and alcohol. I mean,
Yeah.
and some of the video you see, like there's a one video she was recording him where like he was having like a fucking like he was definitely drunk, but he was slamming doors and kicking shit and like fucking yelling, and then he realized she was filming and like grabbed her phone and like threw it. Which I mean, I would too if like I realized somebody was filming me without. But like, I don't know. I just feel like if you're getting
Was he
that
yelling
angry-
at her?
I'm trying to think back because this was earlier in the week I watched it.
Because I mean, I've gotten.
I think he
mad-
yelled it. I think he was like they were both going back and forth to each other.
Oh, okay. I would say like I've gotten mad and slammed doors and shit and been drunk. Like I've done worse than
Like,
that. I mean, I've
Like the
been in
when he-
arguments with Ashley drunk that didn't turn out
when he
good.
like cut his finger
But-
or whatever. Like
Oh,
that whole
yeah.
thing. So like apparently like there was blood all through the house and he was going in between rooms like trying to hide from her and just his side to like hers like I don't know like I just like I'm like bro like you outpower her you have security like why didn't you get a hold of them to come?
Does he outpower her
about-
though?
Yes.
He's a tiny man.
No.
Yeah, but she's not that
Back in the
big.
day he had some muscle though.
It just
All right,
sucks
well,
that she is crazy because she's fucking hot.
Some women may look small. Like, all right, Ashley's sister, she may look small, but that bitch knows how to fight. And
Which
But I'm just
sister?
like, bro, you have
Amanda.
you have
Oh.
so much security, and like they come
mean, I
in
get it.
before to help you separate. Why weren't
here's the
they?
thing:
I don't know, dude.
we're never gonna know.
I
That-
think I think it shows it a little bit.
So that documentary, like, whose side does it?
It doesn't like
Is
they're
it?
not
Is it
portraying to
non-biased?
Yeah, they're not portraying to a certain side. They're just showing
Okay.
you the whole court.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, I
everything.
mean, I'm sure he wasn't innocent, but
Yeah.
like I was all on the justice for Johnny side because you could tell
Hell yeah, I am
it
too.
was definitely not one sided. He was painted out to be the villain.
I mean, she
throughout
did
the
shit
whole
on their
thing.
bed.
But
She
can we
did.
remember? Well, see,
She dropped the deuce on the
they
bed.
talk about that too, because
Yeah.
she said I never shit on the bed, and that apparently their one dog got into Depp's like weed when it was like a puppy, and like it ate a whole bunch of the
But
weed and then fucked it up internally.
I
So
thought
like
they had
there was
evidence
shit
of that.
everywhere. Well, they
But-
never showed the evidence. It just was pretty much word versus word.
Here's the only
I
thing
could've
though.
swore they
He
had
was
evidence
saying-
of
he
it,
was
but I'm
saying-
like,
He was saying that the shit's like literally like human shit, like it's bigger than a dog. And then like she sent the pic. Apparently there was a picture sent of it. Like I guess the guard took a picture of it. But she
okay.
was saying like there was video proof, not video, but like recorded proof of him talking before of like how like the dog shit everywhere. Like if it was on the bed sleeping, like it shit all over him while he was sleeping, and like so it's kind of like, oh,
I don't say that just seems like way too specific. Like if you're trying to lie about somebody being crazy, that just seems like way too specific. And
yeah, but dude, he
like,
was known for
why-
a while. He's not a fucking sane person either.
oh no, I mean look
That's
at him.
what,
He's
like, that's
definitely
what I'm
not.
saying,
Like the
when you
Jack
look
Sparrow
back-
character is him. I mean,
when you look back, like the biggest thing that like when I was like full on Johnny's dick, I was like, yo, his ex girlfriend even was like, he's not like this, you know, like he's not like this. So why would he do this all of a sudden with her? But then I'm like, yeah, but nobody in Amber Heard's past ever came forward and said like, yeah, she did this same shit to me.
That's true.
um,
The funny thing about Johnny Depp is, have you ever seen him in a movie where he just plays a normal guy? You're so used to him playing a weird character, it's fucking weird to see him playing just a normal person.
I think the most normal was probably Gilbert Grape, right?
No, that was one of the weirdest ones.
Really?
The astronaut's wife, where he gets
Never
like
seen that one.
possessed or something. That was with Charlize Theron. That was pretty good. He's just a normal guy. It was more of like a horror movie, but he's just a normal guy in that.
I mean, I think like Edward Scissorhands and fucking,
Yeah,
I mean,
because
Pirates, Secret Window,
Alice
he was
Wonderland.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Secret Window. He could have been normal, but motherfucker was just psychotic in his own head.
I just want to say though, like, you know, I'm not saying I'm hopping on Amber Heard's side because I think they both did some fucking probably terrible things in that marriage, and Johnny just ended up saying, "I'm about to make some fucking money out of this now." Because if you look at it, bro, that whole court case made people millions of fucking
Oh,
dollars.
absolutely, it
was
did.
showing
I
people-
followed the whole thing. It was
It
interesting.
was showing people streaming it from like Twitch and YouTube and shit. Like some of those
Oh,
like,
yeah.
YouTube guys, they have so much like so many views coming in from that. They are like apparently they're set for life on some of this shit. Like it was
Damn.
showing like it blew some of their channels up. It
Pretty
blew
sure we
fucking-
covered this too. I guess we missed a train on that one.
Well, no, they were watching live.
Yeah, I know.
But that's what
Yo-
I'm like. And then Johnny Depp walked away. He probably like made a little side money off this fucking whole whole
absolutely.
thing being recorded and yeah. I mean,
Speaking of movies, though,
know.
you know, talking about Johnny Depp's other movies outside of Aquaman, have you ever seen any of the other movies that she's done? They're not normal either.
Yeah.
I mean, the
I mean-
bitch likes to fuck.
Yeah, I've seen
I
there
mean,
was a
she's-
movie. I can't remember what it was called, but I've seen that one scene where she's like fucking some.
Fucking a dude, well, then, like, fucking the dude on the bed, and as soon as she fucking busts, or comes or whatever, she leans over top of him and just fucking, fucking
Oh yeah, smokes a bowl.
like, rips
Yeah.
one. I'm like, God damn, bitch! Like, and you know she was fucking for real. Not that wasn't no fake fuck. But yeah,
I
her
don't know,
movies
I don't
aren't
think they've
really normal
pretty
either.
sure they've covered that in like those movies are actually all fake. Like they have like something on, and the guy.
I mean, she's just one that-
his underwear.
Well, yeah, but she's just one that I would think that, you know, she's just like, fuck it, let's just fuck.
They can't.
See, it's easy for girls to do that though. It's kind of hard for guys to do that. I feel like just because
Well, yeah,
girls.
who's gonna say no to a girl like that? I mean, don't get me wrong, she's a crazy bitch, but she's still hot. Who's gonna
Yeah.
say no? You know, for a guy, you're gonna look like a fucking you know, a raper if you know if you ask
A raper.
Raper.
or whatever.
I'm so not a raper.
so not a raper. Oh,
Wow.
So
food is.
we talked a little bit about sports. We talked a little bit about baseball. Football season is back in swing.
Johnny Manziel, baby, he's making a comeback now.
No, the fuck he's not.
I watched
Hey,
his documentary though too. What a solid guy.
football's gonna be nice tomorrow, and we got fantasy too. But there's one thing that I'm excited for tomorrow. You already know. I've been waiting a whole year for this. My Carrie Underwood, baby. Sunday
Russell
night.
Wilson tears ACL and
Shut up, bitch. I don't care. Let him tear his ACL. I don't give a
I was
fuck.
on your side. I was hoping he did for you. Fuck, little bitch.
I hope somebody rapes fucking Sierra too. Like,
God damn.
I don't care.
I'm
Anything
not
to get this
associated
man
with
off the
any of
team.
this fucking not associated with none of this.
Anything to get this man off the team. Like, I already
What if
said
he
last
tur-
year, the offensive-
What if he turns
the
around and has a
offensive-
good year?
Do we really see that happening though?
I'm not
With
saying-
receivers.
I'm not saying that. I'm just asking.
Speaking
He'll have
of-
a better year, and Ryan
Speaking
Tannehill
of-
than Russell Wilson.
Speaking of, did you see there's a chance Jerry Jeudy plays tomorrow?
I saw he was questionable.
Yeah, he's been. They said he hasn't practiced this week, but he feels good. So if he plays, it's going to be like
Why was he
minimal
out?
playing time. He had a real bad hamstring strain.
Yeah,
Like he got carted off the field.
Let's send our only decent receiver out there to play
Right.
way ahead of what he probably should, and let's just let him rip it completely.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Good job, Sean Payton.
honestly, I say you sit him, and we already know what Cortland Sutton is capable of doing. Let's see what Mims is about, our rookie. I want to. Dude looked great in preseason. I want to see what he's about.
They're not going to though, because if Sean Payton has a failing year this year, he looks like a fucking idiot.
See, I don't know if you can say that because
does.
you're taking. How many wins did we have last year? 4 or 5?
Bro already looks like a bitch in my eyes.
I mean,
now.
yeah, what he said, like everybody agrees Nathaniel Hackett was a fucking moron as a head coach. As an offensive coordinator, he's really good.
Bro had
But he
nothing to
should
do with
never.
Bro had nothing to do with Russell Wilson playing bad. Russell
I don't
Wilson
know.
can blame Nathaniel Hackett all he wants. Russell
It's just
Wilson can do all
weird.
that. Russell Wilson missed all those fucking throws in Denver that he was making in Seattle.
It's
I
the
understand what you're
elevation.
saying. I understand what you're saying. I just think it's weird that once Nathaniel Hackett left, every game he played after that, he was on fucking point, like
but
the
think
old
about it.
Russell Wilson.
Think about it. Russell Wilson was in control also. If you don't like a guy, you think Russell Wilson's going to go out there and say, Nathaniel Hackett ain't going to, I don't fuck with him. I don't like him. I'm not going to go out there and really give a fuck.
Yes, but
Russell
he's
Wilson
also
owns that team. They owe him the most money in fucking Denver.
The thing that threw me
Yeah,
off
he's-
with Russell Wilson was the fact that he had his own office.
Yeah.
well, not only that, but he's Mr. Positivity too. You're not going to hear the negative shit come out of his mouth. Just watch his Twitter every day.
Rutgers
Watch
country.
his
That's right.
But the
He's not a
problem with
leader.
it is no, he's not a leader. The problem with his Mr. Positivity thing is it comes off as fake, and everybody sees right through it and calls him out on it. Like you're not a leader. Whatever Pete Carroll did up in Seattle with him, Pete Carroll's a god because he kept his bullshit under hush and made him look good.
Well, and there was no expectations for Russell Wilson coming out of college.
No.
Because remember, that was the year that they signed Matt Flynn from the Packers after he had that 5-touchdown game against the Lions. It made Seahawks look like dumbasses. But they came out of it looking like winners because freaking Russell Wilson came in and got that starting job and did great for how many years.
And now we look like the dumbasses who, traded away our next 5 years for Russell, and then they start Geno Smith and make the fucking playoffs.
Yeah.
D-Hop, baby. Let's go. Time to fucking eat. And he's looking like a fucking god right now. Tighten up. Let's go.
Listen.
Let's get it.
I love D-Hop. His injuries, bugs, worry me. My biggest issue is he going to be open enough to make a difference?
Yeah.
Because he's going to get more of the double coverage than anyone else.
That's fine.
But you still got Derrick Henry to really...
Right. So,
that's going to pull his safety into the box.
Which I've watched that tight end. He looks pretty good, but
he's solid.
is Traylon Burks good enough to handle that big of a load?
He just has to stay healthy. Which now, the problem is Julio Jones was never fucking healthy. Julio Jones was a terrible pickup by us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree.
Oh, let's just bring this old fucking stupid motherfucker in here. No,
I agree.
No. D-Hop can stay healthy long enough that he doesn't have to do everything. He'll probably get some rest days in practice. Derrick Henry is still running like he's fucking 24 fucking years old. We just signed our big fucking guy Jeffrey Simmons to a $90 fucking million fucking contract, which
You want to know how you guys
he
fucked up
deserves
though?
it.
You wouldn't be having these issues if you guys would have just paid AJ Brown. I'm just saying.
We didn't want to.
I'm just saying.
Why? You know why you don't pay AJ Brown? Because what happened last year?
They made it to the Super Bowl.
Not because of AJ fucking Brown.
I didn't say it was because of AJ.
Numbers than AJ Brown.
I'm not saying it was because of AJ.
AJ Brown gets fucking hurt. AJ Brown thinks he's a fucking god. AJ Brown is not a number one receiver. He's not. He's not.
I agree with you, but there's a lot of people who say he is.
I
don't see it.
I'm going to say this.
Number one receiver, a 6-foot guy at your number one. No.
I'm going to say this. Wait, there's been other guys that are 6 foot that have been amazing receivers, but I'm going to say this: he's not Justin Jefferson, he's not Jamar Chase, he's not CeeDee Lamb, but I do think
don't put CeeDee Lamb in that category.
A top 10 receiver, and I think.
Brown, but AJ Brown is not a fighting receiver.
But in an offense like Philly, it worked. I mean, as far as stats go, wasn't he top 5 in receiving last year?
AJ Brown wants the ball.
Even being hurt?
AJ Brown wants the ball 70% of the fucking game. Vrabel's not doing that. Why the fuck would you give AJ Brown the ball 70% when we're just going to run it with Derrick Henry?
Well, yeah,
So why pay a man $70+ million? His contract's probably fucking going to be way more than that when Philly has to sign his ass back. Why pay him that much fucking money when you're not even our leading guy anyway? And
it's just
we know we need a quarterback in the next season or two. So why are we going to pay AJ Brown when we know we're trying to bring in a top quarterback?
So here's my question then. When does it become time that Titans, office management or whatever, and Titans fans come to terms on the fact that they need to rebuild? Because there's a reason I'm saying that. No, I'm saying that because your team's old. Your star player. I'm not saying the whole team. Listen, your quarterback, your running back, and your number one receiver are all old. Derrick Henry's not 30 yet, but his age is old for a running back. So, without a number one receiver, because D-Hop isn't it anymore, and he's there for 2 years. For 2 years, though. All right, in that 2 years, are you going to be able to keep Henry, have a better quarterback that can get you further in the playoffs, plus maintain the rest of the team? That's my thing.
Derrick Henry will probably be going after this season unless he decides to sign back with us and take less money. Because we're not going to pay a 30-year-old guy who's been hurt 2 seasons in a row. Nobody's going to pay that. It was proven
not now.
When Saquon Barkley was the only one to get paid. And that's because if you don't pay Saquon Barkley, you don't have a fucking team at that point.
And I don't think Henry's expectation of himself should be to get paid that much. No, that's how you had a perfect team for him.
Henry loves Tennessee, and he wants to say, so if they give him a decent number, and he's like, fucking, yeah, I'm not going to make $100-some million being a fucking running back. I get that. I'm going to take this number. We're solid. Another 2-3 years, and we're going to bring another guy in. Ryan Tannehill still probably has 2-3 years left, but I'm pretty sure this is his last year in the contract, and that's why we drafted Will Levis. We're never playing that motherfucker. Will Levis is never going to play it down in the fucking NFL. Malik Willis got his ass in fucking shape because when we drafted Will Levis, Malik Willis said, fuck.
Well, and he looked good this preseason. Yeah, he looked good.
So there it is.
But can he be? Here's my question: can he be your franchise?
I think with another year or two of growth, yes.
Let me put it this way: do you see him as your quarterback for the next 10 years? Do you think he can do that?
I see him being our starting quarterback. I mean, here's the problem. I'm not ever going to say we have a franchise player because you never know anymore. The Chiefs have a franchise player with fucking Chris Jones, and he's sitting fucking Thursday Night Football up in the fucking box saying, "Pay me, motherfuckers."
Yeah, not even down on the fucking field.
Here's my fucking $1 million.
I mean, a guy like Malik Willis has a ceiling. I don't think he's ever going to be an Aaron Rodgers or a Josh Allen or a Pat Mahomes.
Those are once in a lifetime fucking players like that.
He can be. He can be. I'm not even going to say could be as good as Tua. Maybe. like another Tannehill, is like in my opinion, which isn't terrible.
Kobe
But
Vince Young and Vince Young lasted a career because Vince Young could throw decently.
R.I.P. Vince Young's career.
Yeah, thanks Jeff Fisher. But anyway, no,
So-
I mean that's the problem. Like when you look at it, dude, Tim was almost in tears this season. Just imagine if the Giants, which I think the Giants are dumb for signing that too, though. But just think because dude, you're gonna pay and waste that money on him. What if Daniel Jones comes out this season and shits the bucket again? You need a franchise quarterback now. And
I'm not a Daniel Jones fan. I don't dislike him, but I still don't know how how do you waste a number 6 overall pick on this guy? I never even fucking heard. But whatever.
But he played good enough.
He's played well enough. He has not had good receivers. Saquon's been injured.
That's what I'm saying.
And
the number 1 receiver is Isaiah Hodgins.
But you paid Saquon Barkley, so now you're letting it ride with fucking Sterling Shepard.
Darren Waller.
He's the number 3.
Darren Waller's solid.
Yeah.
Hodgins.
Hyatt's pretty good.
I'm excited about Hyatt.
Hodgins and Slayton are the 1 and 2 on all the depth charts.
Well, number 3 is your slot guy. That's why you see Shepard at number 3.
Yeah.
But he's probably your better receiver.
Yeah,
better route runner.
Well, I'm excited for the Giants this year. I'm not saying they're gonna win the division, right? I mean, you still got to deal with the Eagles. The Cowboys are tough, but I think they're going to be contenders. They were in the playoffs. And the NFC, I'm sure you guys. I don't know if you guys have heard this. In the NFC East, in the last 20 years, no team has won the division back to back. It's always been someone different, going all the way back to 04, 03 when the Eagles won it.
How many times have the Commanders won that?
I actually have it pulled up. They've actually won it in the last 20 years. They've won it 3 times, and the Giants have won it 3 times.
What were the years that they won it?
2012, that was RG3's rookie year.
RG3, yeah.
2015, and then 2020.
They won the division that year?
Yeah. 2020.
Wait, who was the quarterback in 2020? Was that when oh my god, what's his name?
I don't even know.
Who was the quarterback?
Kirk Cousins still there.
Oh, it was Kirk Cousins.
He wasn't on Minnesota yet?
He hasn't been in Minnesota
21, 22. No, Minnesota. He hasn't been in Minnesota for only 2 years. He's been there like 4 years. So, who was the quarterback when they got rid of Cousins? Which was dumb. They should have kept Cousins.
Nah.
I said that all along.
He wasn't doing that well in there, though.
But
I think Cousins wanted out also.
Alex Smith, Dwayne Haskins, and Kyle Allen.
That's it.
Because that was your Alex Smith broke his leg because he only played 6 games.
Yeah, I mean,
Dwayne Haskins came in, played 6, and then Kyle Allen played 4.
R.I.P. Dwayne.
And
he missed that.
Heineke is better than all those guys except for Alex Smith, and they let him go.
You know, we found out why Dwayne Haskins wasn't good in the NFL.
Why?
Well, he couldn't see blitzers because he damn for sure couldn't see that fucking.
That's fucked up.
But it's 100% true. So
I like this new
for Ashley's team. What's your guys' thoughts on Sam Howell? What do you think he's gonna do?
I don't know enough about him to say.
I don't know enough about him either. I barely seen him play, so
Dude's trash. Yeah,
I'm just excited for the Giants. I like this new head coach, Brian Daboll, however the is. I like him. I like coming off the playoffs last year. I wish the Giants could get back to that defense that we used to have with that pass rush. I mean, I like
linebacker now.
You fucked up your system.
I know. I'm excited for Isaiah Simmons. I want to see what he'll step up with Kayvon Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence in the middle. I'm anxious to see.
Pass rushers every 2 to 3 years needs to be fucking awarded with something. I mean, from Strahan to Umenyiora.
Well, for some of those years, it was Steve Spagnuolo who's the defensive coordinator for the Commanders, but he's not like a huge defensive guy. He's just all about coming up with different.
I'm just saying, like, it was like every 2 to 3 years they were drafting and producing an amazing elite pass rusher.
Yeah.
That was insane. I'm glad y'all are excited about this season, though. I mean,
hey, Bob, listen,
I'm just
start
excited
with
to watch football.
The Giants gotta go through the Eagles. Dallas, I think you guys take second. I
Yeah.
think the Eagles are still gonna be fucking insane.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts has a chip on his shoulder because he's fucking pissed.
My only issue with them is they lost some key defense pieces.
Yeah, they did. But I still think they'll still be good.
That defensive line they just drafted from Georgia, pretty much.
Yeah, true.
Take our
The Philadelphia Bulldogs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're solid. Titans winnable division still because Jacksonville. Thank God that they're not completely. Yeah, Jacksonville.
I'll say it's going to be between them and Jacksonville. You think, right?
Watch Anthony Richardson come out and shit on all of y'all.
That'd be crazy.
No.
Well, here's the thing.
No.
I would be confident too if I had 2 rookie quarterbacks starting in my division.
But here's the thing. That's actually a valid point, though. Let's say Anthony Richardson does come out and it does like RG3 did his rookie year. You think Jonathan Taylor all of a sudden? I know it's all about the paycheck, but do you think he's going to change it up and be like, I'm good. I'm good.
Ursay and Jonathan Taylor fucked that relationship up together.
Mm-hmm.
When Ursay said, "Bud, when I'm long gone, they ain't gonna remember me, and when you're gone, we ain't gonna remember you." Pretty much like that was like, get the fuck back to the team or sit your black ass down. Jim Irsay went a little bit slave owner when he talked to
I mean, to be fair, Jonathan Taylor also shouldn't have been the guy to lead the charge for the fucking running backs who aren't getting paid. Like I said before, if it was anybody, it should have been Barkley, because like he definitely has played better.
Well,
but
that whole problem is Austin Eckler fucked every running back up because Austin Eckler, a name that nobody really fucking knew, came in and bumped Melvin Gordon out the fucking. Let's not forget, dude, Melvin Gordon's now on like a fucking practice team or something.
Yeah.
He was with us last year.
He's on the Ravens practice team.
Yeah.
When a guy who is supposed to be the fucking man, top 5 in the fucking NFL, top 5 running back, Austin Eckler came in and said, "Hey, I ain't trying to be here, but I'm gonna slide in your shit," and took his spot and made them a better football team. That's when all the owners are looking and saying, "Fuck, we don't gotta pay these fucking running backs."
And it's
we can find and Kansas City with Isaiah Pacheco.
Yeah,
we ain't gotta pay these motherfuckers.
Yeah, because Edwards-Helaire could have been amazing, but it's like, oh, this Pacheco guy is a little bit more like
seventh round.
And I think he is more physical than Edwards-Helaire.
I'm not saying Edwards-Helaire isn't good, but when you have the opportunity and you say, all right, I have Saquon, Isaiah Pacheco. All right, if they're both fast, Saquon's top running back, top 5 in the league. But he wants $120 million. Isaiah Pacheco was a 7th round pick. He's just happy to be on a team that he got a chance to make his name. Yeah, Pacheco might ask for something, but when they're like, "Yeah, we're not going to give you $100 million, bud," like, come on.
I think what
we're going to pay you 50, and he's going to be like,
I think what it comes down to is how many years in a row can you, number one, stay healthy. I'm not saying play every single game, you're healthy, nothing ever happens to you. I'm saying most of the time, the majority of the time. And you're producing at a high rate multiple years in a row. A guy like Jonathan Taylor is injury prone, and he's had one really good year. That's it. And you want paid.
That's why I knew he wasn't going to do anything last year.
Right. Barkley has had multiple years in a row.
Whoa. Barkley has also been injured a lot.
I had a feeling that was going to happen.
There was only like one big injury, and the other stuff is like little minor.
Every season he's missed games, though, pretty much.
And what running back doesn't?
Unfortunately, it's all running back days. They just they're not built to last.
To me, you're just looking for the next big thing. Like, all right, look at fucking New York Jets, right? They got Michael Carter is not bad. Breece Hall is amazing, but yet they still go out and get Dalvin Cook.
Did you see their running back room? I watched the final episode of the Hard Knocks, and this is the first year I watched all 4
episodes. I haven't watched that episode yet.
I'm not saying that.
Is there only 4?
I think it's 4 or 5. I don't know how many.
But there's 5. I haven't watched the 5th one yet.
Yeah, it's literally when they cut other people. You want me to give you good news though? What about a guy you really liked?
Q?
No, well, Q obviously never got cut. Smart got signed back to the practice squad.
I was gonna say I didn't see him on the active roster, but I figured
no, they ended up signing him back to the practice squad.
Hey, at least he's getting money.
Bro, so they drafted the fucking rookie that I can't pronounce his fucking last name. You know who I'm talking about?
Who?
The number 25. They drafted him this year in the
What
past draft. The Jets,
position?
the running back.
Oh, wait, running
So
back.
the Jets drafted that running back at 25. He's fucking
Oh,
big as shit.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Israel Israel Aben Conda.
Yeah.
Abanaconda.
They drafted him. They already had Brees Hall and Michael Carter. You signed Dalvin Cook. You got 4 running, and they kept all 4 in the active roster.
Yeah.
You know why? Because hey, Dalvin Cook's kind of old. Let's get him just to rotate in. Hey, Brees
He's
Hall,
not that old though.
You're solid, but you just kind of hurt your fucking knee, so we're a little in.
And I think there's another thing they're trying to do there. By bringing in Dalvin Cook, I think they're trying to bring Brees Hall's value down a little bit because Brees Hall will be the future. That way, when it comes time, they don't have to pay him as much because they know he's good, but having Dalvin Cook there, getting taken away from his touches, brings his value down a little bit.
Listen, I'm not a big Aaron Rodgers fan. I'm not. I think I like him now though because I can see kind of his personality coming out. I'm like, all right, maybe he's learned not to be a fucking dickbag. But the Jets building that team in this offseason has to be that's what I want to see as a Titans fan, or that's what you want to see as a fucking team on the hinge of are we a playoff team or are we not? Because watching them fucking the owner put money out. Hey, let's go.
It wasn't the Jets.
You got.
That was Aaron Rodgers who built that team.
No, it was not. The Jets brought Aaron Rodgers in. They already had Adam Lazard signed.
They didn't. Rodgers signed first.
Him or Cobb were already signed. He did not.
No, they both came after Rodgers did.
No. He brought one of them with him. No.
Cobb signed. I know for a fact Cobb signed later, but when Rodgers signed, wasn't even signed yet because he was waiting to see where Rodgers was going to go.
Looking that up. Thank you. Now I'm going blurry. You got me so fucking mad. I know you got me mad.
So wait a minute. What is the argument?
Who signed first, Lazard or Rodgers?
Or Cobb. Cobb too.
I know Cobb signed way later because Rodgers called him up while he was with the Jets. I mean, that's his best friend.
All right. So April 26th is when Rodgers went to the Jets. And you said Cobb?
No, Lazard. Alan Lazard.
March 17th.
You're right. A month before.
I knew one of them did.
And Cobb was July 19th.
So them bringing Lazard in was trying to entice Rodgers.
No, Cobb was May 4th.
But then Rodgers came in and built that.
No, he did not bring nobody else. He did not. The front office asked Rodgers, obviously, like, hey, who's who we have so far. What do you want us to get? Draft? What do you want us to get? This wise. Rodgers said, hey, here's my list of people. They shot for Odell. Odell said, sorry, the money. I want more money. Rodgers liked Brees Hall in them. He never asked for another running back. The Jets themselves brought
I'm not saying about Cook.
Jets, Rodgers said, hey, I do want Cobb with me. Obviously, they brought Cobb because, Cobb's not that bad.
And he can
Rodgers had a handful of decisions in OTAs and shit because when they drafted those 2 receivers, Rodgers is the reason why both those motherfuckers are still on the 53-man roster.
Yeah, Brownlee and Gibson.
And Rodgers really likes that little fucking the other running back with his fucking weird name.
Yeah. Yo, did you hear who else Rodgers was trying to get in there? I mean, it was a long shot. He's trying to get his man. No, he was trying to get his man Bakhtiari in there.
Really?
Cover his blind side.
Yeah.
He was trying, but it didn't pan out. It was a long shot, but I mean, I guess by next year it could still happen.
That's how.
Is that 2 years? He's there 2 years.
Rodgers? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how an owner and that's how you do it right there. You want to bring and you know what I really love about that whole thing? They never gave up on Zach Wilson. They could have put him out for a trade, probably got a 5th, 6th round pick for him. They said, hey, we see the potential in you. You have potential. We just threw you out way too fucking fast.
And not only that, but it also proves a lot of people wrong about Rodgers too, because a lot of people were saying like he wasn't looking at On Hard Knocks and seeing what he did, what he's doing with Zach Wilson. You know, he was helping Jordan Love whenever everybody was saying he wasn't. Every single time they're out on that field, he's talking to Zach Wilson. He's trying to give him tips. He's helping him. Sitting behind Rodgers could save his career. Because I mean, if Jordan Love pans out, right, and then Rodgers sat behind Favre for 3 years,
which was crazy.
Used to be the norm. You didn't have rookie quarterbacks coming out of college starting. You just didn't. And then,
well, the crazy thing with Rodgers was the fact was Favre was supposed to fucking retire and wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he was like, "Cool, fuck this Rodgers guy."
It makes you. Yeah. I always like to do the whole what ifs. Like, what if Rodgers would have started as a rookie? Would he be the Aaron Rodgers?
I think so, because I don't think there was much to learn from Favre either. Because let's be honest, Favre also threw as many interceptions as he did touchdowns in his career. So, like, Favre kind of knew what to do, but Favre was also one of those old school dickheads that probably didn't teach Rodgers that much.
You know what my favorite what if, though, is, Tim? The what if Bledsoe didn't get hurt?
Or what if Eli Manning actually went to the team he was supposed to go to?
The Chargers.
Yeah, no bullshit.
If Daddy Arch didn't throw a fucking hissy fit.
That's crazy.
I wonder if the story will ever fully come out as to why he didn't want him there.
Yeah.
We would never have those 2 Super Bowls of Eli beating Brady.
Oh.
Well, can we wonder why? Like, why does nobody wonder why sketch it is? Like, the story's never like Eli's now that he's not even playing. I guess Arch died like before Arch died or something. Like, why nobody ever said
his dad's dead?
Maybe not. I don't know. I thought maybe he was. Like,
no.
But like, why has nobody come out and been like, "Hey"?
I don't think you're ever going to know because it's too sketch of a situation. I just don't think that the Manning family fucked with the ownership there. Honestly.
Hey, you heard it here live on the brother, or not live, but you heard it here on our fucking video live.
Breaking the news.
Arch Manning probably fucked somebody inside that organization, had an affair, and he didn't want his fucking son there to hear about it.
Maybe. So I do have I was going to say a serious question, but it's really not that serious. But it was a conversation I was having, and it's something that's really kind of stuck with me, and it's when you're in the restroom, taking care of number 2 business. How do you wipe? Like, what is the process for you? Because apparently I'm a fucking weirdo.
You wipe back to front, don't you?
No. The direction is front to back. It's not the direction. It's my whole process. So that's one thing. I used to. Okay, first off, there's a lot of people. I've asked this question before. There's a lot of people who stand up when they wipe.
You know the biggest problem with that is, right?
Go ahead.
When you stand up, your butt cheeks close together. That's just more of a mess you have to clean.
No, you still keep your legs kind of spread a little bit. Or cock one leg up.
Hold on. Yeah.
With your legs spread like this.
This is exactly what I was hoping this would cause.
You're like this.
No.
You put your hand in the stall door?
Tim, you don't do that. It's more of a mess if you stand up.
Hold on. No, I used to. But peer pressure, I now sit when I wipe. But
what do you mean peer pressure?
Because people made me feel weird about it. There are some people who stand when they wipe. So the process would be more like this. It would be like one leg kind of propped up and kind of just wiping. And you're still able to get in there.
What do you mean one leg propped up? Like you put it on the toilet seat?
No, just kind of lean forward a little bit. To kind of help balance.
You're not getting in there.
That's too much work. You do know you have the perfect angle while sitting down to wipe your ass.
It's not perfect. It's not perfect. Okay, and the reason I say it's not perfect is because this is the other reason why I stood up. So I understand now why I did it. When taking the roll or the toilet paper off the roll, how do you take it off? What is your process for getting your toilet paper?
I fold it up as I unroll it.
So, do you pull out like a long strand?
No, as I'm pulling it off the roll, I'm folding it so that I have enough to fit in my hand and I don't get fucking shit on my hand.
Okay.
So wait, is it like some?
No,
here,
it's
some
not.
here?
No, it's not like
Oh.
in my hand. Like as
I
I'm
thought you
pulling it
put
off
like
the
a glove.
roll, as I'm pulling it off the roll, I'm like folding it over, because I don't
Okay.
want a thin fucking piece wiping.
So I understood, but so McDermott, I'm going to assume your process is probably similar. You're kind of just rolling off.
No, I take.
He's a messy shitter.
It's about 2 to 3 squares when I'm at home because it's my toilet paper. So I don't want to use too much.
2 to 3 squares,
It's not like this long.
bro. Do you have to wash your hands like
Like you fold it up.
scrub them? I mean, I know,
Bro.
but 2 to 3 squares, bro.
Yes,
I would be,
You're
I'm not
gonna
gonna lie to you.
fucking 2 squares.
bro. I would be scared that my fingers go through that
No.
toilet paper. I do not want shit on my fingers.
Bro, do you shit fucking just markers?
Bro, no wonder you use so much. Bro, we've been on video chat when you're shitting. You endlessly wipe.
Well, yeah, that's because I'm used to.
I don't know how your what's that big ass tank that's in your septic system? It hasn't backed up yet.
It probably has.
So
Anyway.
this is
No, I will say he's a messy shitter, bro.
No,
It takes him so long to fucking wipe.
I stay seated.
Yes.
But the first wipe or two, because
You
like
lean
sometimes,
forward a little
like,
bit.
well, I think the hemorrhoid plays a factor because it doesn't all come off my asshole, especially now. But like, oh god damn,
Lean forward a little bit.
no, I go back to front softly for the first like wipe or two, just to make sure I
Okay.
get any like hanging poop. And then I go,
he's like knocking it off.
yeah.
Because you can't squeeze it all out. Like some
And
just
then-
like hangs there a little bit.
Sometimes, whether I'm in public or not, I will go to the sink and wet some toilet paper or like paper towels, and like if it's like not stopping, or it's like, oh, I haven't got it all the way, I will take it and like kind of like side to side, like I'm fingering a pussy.
Let me ask you a
wipe my
question.
asshole.
Have you ever sat on the toilet so long, like after shitting, and not wiping because you're like watching TikTok or something on your phone that whenever you go to wipe, it's like already started to dry a little bit?
No, I've never had it dry on me, but I've had my legs go numb.
Yeah, that's happened too. But don't do that because like if it gets crusty and sticks to your butthole hairs, like that shit hurts.
Thanks, dude. I probably would never let shit just lay on my ass. Actually, no, we're not supposed to wipe either. You
Yeah.
know that we're the only country.
We're the
not like the only country, but probably
other animals don't have to wipe. That's how you know our diets are fucked up.
And why? It's not the diet. It's actually the position you shit in.
It's
You
partly the
actually
position too, yeah.
Designed, like think about cavemen. You're
Squat.
actually supposed to squat down to the ground when you shit.
Yeah.
And if you do that, like I had Dermot do for a while, so next time you go take a shit,
no, it doesn't work no more.
no, it works a lot of the times, but not every time. There are some messy shits that don't work. Spread your butt cheeks apart as far as they'll go, and then when you're done, don't like let go of your butt cheeks until you're done. Then wipe and see how little shit
It was
is
working.
on your toilet paper.
That'd be uncomfortable.
That's why they
you put
invented
your
the
butt
squatty
cheeks on
potty.
each side of the toilet. Like,
Yeah.
So you pretty much use a toilet seat to hold your butt cheeks apart.
Yes. And then shit. And then you'll use less toilet paper.
I mean, I'm down with
That's-
less toilet paper because I think that's part of my problem. That's why I stood up, is because when I pull off my toilet paper, I pull off a strip probably about, I don't know, 2 feet in length.
Okay.
I don't like to waste toilet paper, so I'll fold it in half. So I have a strip now that's probably about
You
12 to
double
18.
wipe, don't you?
Well, I mean, technically, I probably triple or quadruple wipe because I take.
You wipe and then fold?
Yeah, I wipe and then fold it, wipe again.
Bro, I've used your stool.
No, the fuck you don't. That is so gross. Bro, what if your fingers go through it? I mean, I know you can wash your hands and shit, but bro, like that.
That's
just
why
makes me
you.
gag.
That's why you fold it over.
No, or you just get a new fucking piece, bro. Oh my god.
But that's why. It feels like such a waste of toilet paper, though.
You're wasting it more doing that. Just get 2 to 3 squares and fold it that way. And
How big is a square to? How big is a square to you? 2 to 3 of them, and you won't, bro. Your fingers are going through.
It's not. You fold it up. I take that square and I fold it like 2 or 3 every time. So it's like this
So
big. at the end.
okay,
I just
so
put one
when you
finger-
go to wipe,
I put one finger like this and I scoop down.
no, you don't. Bro, I have it so that the toilet paper covers my whole hand, and then I wipe because I don't want
My
any
butt's
shit.
not that big, dude. I don't have a big butt cheeks. I don't have to like.
I don't
just go
either.
like
I'm
this. I
not
go like
wiping
this.
my butt cheeks.
It's
I'm
like
wiping my.
it's like I'm telling somebody to come here. I'm like,
I'm not wiping. What the fuck?
it's like a little backer, like a little.
That is the weirdest way I've ever heard it. Anyway, I'm so
Hey,
glad we had this
I
conversation.
just want to say for one.
I knew
second,
what
man,
direction it was.
Horns up. Horns fucking up. Down goes number 3, Bama. Put some fucking respect.
Yeah, I saw
on
that.
fucking Longhorns,
Yeah,
baby.
fuck
34-24. Fuck you, Nick Saban. Fuck you.
Do you think Florida State's going to jump to number 3?
So when is Texas finally gonna be ranked?
We are ranked.
They're
We're
11.
11. Yeah, fuck you.
Oh my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm about to jump you.
No, you're fucking a win versus Nebraska is not getting.
When you keep saying we, I'm used to you being a Miami Hurricanes
Wait.
fan. I keep forgetting.
But I was never
Bro
a
said we,
real.
like you just didn't.
I rooted for the Miami Hurricanes for like 1 year, and I forget who was on the team that year. That was the reason why.
Probably
Like,
Portis.
It might have been Portis, but like I was never like a really Miami. I had no ties to Miami or the Hurricanes. Like Maryland has never been fucking good in football, so I mean I root for them in basketball. But
True.
I fuck with Dion. I fuck with Primetime, and I like what he's doing with that program. So let's go Buffaloes, baby. We stampede.
Ethan, you
Is
do
that
that
what you wanna
way
do?
too. You do that way too well.
Nah, bro, that's you on Dion's diabetes. Dick.
I'm okay with it because I like what he does with the program.
Give me those 8 toes. Oh,
Oh
That's
yeah.
fucked up.
Oh shoot! What time is it? Oh, I forgot. We have a special guest that's getting ready to join us. I almost forgot.
Damn, I gotta poop.
No, you're gonna want to hold it for this one. All right.
All right.
I'll. But
I knew it was coming.
apparently, both of us can't be logged on here at the same time. It's some weird thing that there's some sort of Discord. How's it going, gentlemen?
Hey, how's it
God
going,
damn it.
Professor?
Every
Great
time
to
this
see
guy comes, I gotta fucking learn something.
I didn't miss
You
you.
love every moment in your life.
Nerd.
You still give me a fake ass volcano.
That was a pretty good one. So today we are going to learn. We're going to talk about the numbers are everywhere. So much
I
in
hate
fact.
numbers.
So much in numbers actually. So I'd like you guys to do. Tell you what, Ethan, you give me 2 numbers. Daniel.
Like 1-digit numbers, or does it matter?
2 1-digit numbers. So 0 through 9.
Okay.
Go ahead, ladies first, Maureen.
6 and 9.
Or you stole my numbers, dude.
You want me to go first, bitch?
0 and 5.
So with this, I'm going to go ahead and predict a number. Alright, the number we're going to get to. Write it up here in the top. 6.
8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 9.
Alright, so how this works, this is a mathematical equation called Capricar's constant. What you do is you take the number,
Say that again.
Capricar's constant.
Gotcha.
And so what you do is when you take any 4-digit number, the only thing that's required is at least 2 of the numbers have to. So we take a number 6905. So we take this number, put it in its largest form. 6, 5. We're going to subtract that by its lowest form. 0, 5, 9. This isn't automatically going to get us to 6174. But if this constant's correct, we should be able to get there. 7
I
a little
remember something like this in high school.
So,
The last person that tried to show me this, I threw something at him.
well, it's a good thing we're on camera.
Yeah,
So let's do the math here. 0 into 9, we need to borrow the 1. Borrow from 5, 4, 8, 9, 0, 8, 1. For 1, that's the first try. That in its largest form, 9, 0. Smallest form, 0. Borrow from that. 1.
Fucking hate you.
611. Right? That's already in its largest form. 1,000. Apart from that. So 2, 5, 8, 8, 4, 2. Alright? Again, 4, 2 is its lowest form. 8.
I'm
All right.
lost.
Bear with me. What I'm doing is I'm continually taking whatever our new number is, I'm then putting it in its highest form and contributing it down to its lowest form.
Yeah, it's not that hard to follow along, Marine. Fucking idiot.
Right? So we might be getting very close here. I feel like we're getting very close.
I almost failed math every year.
I feel like we're getting really close to the final answer.
I'm really getting close to shitting myself.
So just stick with it. It's the idea of the prediction. Forget the math. Forget the numbers. The idea that we're getting to.
Okay.
2 into 8. That's 4. We had to borrow from that. Borrow 1. That down. That one to get that one. Another 9. 5, 9, 9, 4. Okay. Still not quite there. That is 9, 9, 5, 4. That 4, 5, 9. Four, 5, 5, 3, 5, 5. So we're working our way across. 5, 5, 5, 3. 3, 5, 5, 5. Or from the 5 is 8. 8. 1, 8, 8, 8. I'm going to have to over here. Take away some of what I'm going to keep your original number of 6905 up here. Totally good. Our new number is 1888. Or just for that 1. Seven, 6, we're up to 6993. At 9. 3, 15 and a 6. 2, 6, 2, 6, 4. And 5, 7, 5, and 4. All right, we're finally there. We have 4176. 4176. New number. Highest form of that is 7614 minus 1, sorry. Or 1 or 7 equal to 6, 7.
We fucking got there.
We fucking got there. 6174.
Holy fuck. If you ever put me through that again, I will fight you naked.
Hold on. So you're not impressed by it?
I feel like that's
just-
like I feel
you
like
just
that's
did-
a number like you knew though. Like that's the number that if you do that, like it will always get back to that number regardless.
I mean, maybe I just predicted the.
I am a
You just tricked us.
I'm a very not like
So
the brightest, smartest person in the world, and that I mean, impressed. No,
No, I got the math. I'm just saying no
Oh,
matter
the
what
math
number you
too.
give him under 10, it's always going to be 6174.
eventually,
Yeah, that's what I'm
So-
saying.
you'll
But
get
it took
there.
7 tries.
okay, so I guess the fact that it's written here on this sealed envelope in this card doesn't impress you.
I mean, isn't that the same thing you wrote on the board?
It is.
Okay, so you wrote it twice though.
Yeah, see, that's really upsetting. Okay,
I don't get it.
well then do this favor for me, because I predicted this number quite a while. Danny, do me a favor. Underneath your envelope.
Look, what did
Look
you
under,
say?
look underneath your desk. A manila, like a brown envelope underneath your.
Bro, I definitely don't have a fucking envelope anywhere.
Feel up underneath the bottom of your desk.
Bro, suck my dick. You have not been in my house. No, nothing. There's nothing. Bro, when the fuck did you come to my house?
Open that envelope for me.
Time out. Time out. Time out.
Open the fucking envelope!
Open the envelope.
Who did you pay to do
Open
this?
the fucking envelope!
When did you come to my house? Because I'm scared right now.
Open it!
Oh, look. 6174.
Oh, that's math.
But wait, time out.
No, hey, I'll give him that though because like he did put that under your fucking desk.
Yeah, okay, so that part impressed me. The part I still don't know. You predicted this number 3 different times now, but like I feel like this is the number you just decided to pick, right? Because you picked this number before we picked our 4 numbers, right?
No, I picked it after you picked it.
So no matter what, any 4 numbers that we pick, it's always gonna equal this, right?
It will always come.
Okay,
If
so
it's
what
under 10.
significance does this number have on our universe?
It really doesn't.
It doesn't. You know what does have an outcome in our universe? Or, bro, stay the fuck out of my office.
Yo, I'm impressed.
No, deadass. Who did you pay to do that?
I predicted it. I can't even tell you how long. Put that under.
Bro, stop.
Bro, I'm offended mad now just because Dr. Professor rubbed his little professor nuts all over your fucking chair, put that little under there. That's impressive.
Wait, time out. Did you do it today?
I was at a football game.
Did you do it?
Huh?
Did you do it? Were you the one who did it?
I can
'Cause I
neither
can tell you, if it's been there for listen, if it's been there for a while, I would have known.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
No bullshit. I want to know how you got that under there. When did you do it, or did you have someone do it? Because I'm not gonna lie to you. Outside of today, I hardly leave my house.
I know, that's what makes this even more difficult.
Like,
No, you gotta hide shit. You gotta hide shit.
I held my shit in because I had the shit bad. I held that shit in for you fucking adding and subtracting whatever the fuck you did over there.
Yeah, but dude,
I didn't
he
pay
put
attention.
the number under your desk. He
That's
got
the impressive part. I just want to know when the last week you did it because I don't leave my house much. And if you did it while I'm sleeping, that's
great.
even fucking weirder.
Well, you're probably already sleeping. It's kind of hard to take a lot of naps.
Well, that's all right. I'm about to go yell at my family for letting you in my house.
You're a
Going
heavy
into my office.
you're a heavy sleeper. I remember the last time I came over to visit you, you fell asleep. I sat there and talked with your son for about half an hour. I was like, all right, buddy, I'm going home.
Yeah,
I definitely did fall asleep.
when I had to be at my building for the day, we had a movie on, and it was pretty much just me for 90% of the day because he was sleeping on the couch.
man.
I was watching the movie by myself.
Wait, at work?
No, it's when my building had to, like, the safety guy was coming through in my
No.
apartment. I came down like 8 some in the morning, and
Oh, at my house?
you just slept till about 1 p.m.
Oh
on
yeah.
the couch, and I just was there.
Listen, there's sometimes I can't get to sleep at night, and so I like stay up and like watch TV. But like I'm legit trying to sleep. When that hits you in the afternoon, all of a sudden, it's kind of hard to stay awake.
Elton John.
I have to remind myself to lock my doors every day now.
So, in closing arguments,
Yeah.
let's see. Johnny Depp may be an abuser after all. Him double wipes, which is fucking nasty because he's definitely not shit on his hands.
Actually, I think he triple wipes.
Tim has also
Quadruple.
broken into Marine's
You
house.
also wipe with one finger.
Yeah, but
No, I use my whole hand.
scoop.
That's
It's
not
the
normal.
scoop. It's the scoop, dude. It works. Anyway,
Doesn't.
Tim was inside of your fucking office without you knowing. That's fucking great. Hobie ate some of your fucking snacks too. Russell Wilson is not in fucking Denver. Tim has high hopes for the Giants, and Marine really got the fucking shit.
Yeah. With that being said, I'd say catch us next time on The Brothers Chatter. We love you guys. Glad to be back.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Catch you next time.